Good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School basketball, where tonight we bring you a girls varsity basketball match between East Brunswick and Cedar Ridge. Hi, I'm John Megliaro, and joining me for tonight's game is a good friend, Jim Allender. Jim, welcome to the game. Tonight we're going to look at girls. We had an exciting game the other night with the boys against St. Joe's. We're going to see maybe a slower tempo, but nonetheless, I think a good game.
Yeah, by the same token that the St. Joseph East Brunswick boys game was close, double overtime, I think we have an opportunity to see another close game tonight. East Brunswick, they're coming on the court right now, comes into this game with a 3-2 record. Most recently, a victory over Perth Amboy, 53-39. Cedar Ridge comes off a loss to Woodbridge. That evens their record at 3-3. However, they are a quality club. They are different in a couple of respects, though. East Brunswick depends on a lot of balance, although it does have an excellent player in Gail DiMartino, and we're going to see a lot of her tonight. But on the Cedar Ridge side, Tracy Robinson, who is an excellent athlete, and okay, I see her on the court. She's just a wonderful athlete. She's a cross-country runner in the fall. She plays basketball, and then she's a sprinter for the track team in the spring. And one of the best to come along for Cedar Ridge, and she can carry the Cougars. We're going to see that tonight.
Jim, what implications does this game have in the GMC?
Well, East Brunswick cannot afford to lose too many more times if it expects to have a chance in the Red Division, because it lost, let's see, in the two losses, I think they lost to Franklin Township, and they lost to one other team, I think it was Edison. But you can't afford to lose too many times in any division and expect to win a championship. Cedar Ridge also has a few losses. They too can't afford any more losses if they expect. The good teams are Edison this year. They're undefeated. Madison Central is an excellent club, although they have a couple of losses, but they're going to be coming on a little bit later. And oddly enough, the best of the girls' teams are in the lower group divisions.
Right, the Hoffman, right.
And New Brunswick, Bishop R, which has a lot of East Brunswick players too on the team.
Okay, so we're about ready for action here at East Brunswick High School. Cedar Ridge against the Lady Bears, and we'll be back with the start of the action in just a moment. Well, we're about ready for the start of tonight's game between East Brunswick and Cedar Ridge. And Jim, you have the starting lineups quickly.
Yeah, okay, for Cedar Ridge, Suzanne Carragut's number 5. Will be playing Tracy Robinson, we mentioned her, number 25. Aline Smith, 23. Sharon Boyle, 22. And Barbara Varga, 14. For the Bears, Gail DiMartino, she'll be wearing number 45. Cheryl Barella, number 44. Kim Hard, number 42, will be jumping at center. Kim Pryor, 43, and Kathy McGowan, 32.
Okay, and here we go. And East Brunswick will control it. That's McAllen with the ball. It's over to DiMartino. Back down, McAllen.
Well, right away, you see that the action is not as fast-paced as you might expect in a boys' game, but nonetheless, the girls are very good at skills, technique, and they're quite accurate at shooting.
There's Barella missing. Underneath, Cedar Ridge fighting, and they'll control it. And they throw it away, so East Brunswick gets it back on the turnover.
And I'm sure we'll see a lot of turnovers tonight, but both coaches told me before the game that they're going to have to keep the turnovers down tonight if they expect to win. Cedar Ridge, when it goes on offense, is going to push the ball up as much as possible.
And the Lady Bears lose it and go over to Cedar Ridge.
And when they go on defense, they're going to be a lot of pressing.
Okay, Cedar Ridge has it for the first time in offense. This is Rowley into Robinson. And Robinson's the key player for the Cougars. She's got it there.
They'll try to work Tracy free for the open shot, but East Brunswick's playing a nice 2-3 zone right now. Sort of collapsing on Robinson.
Inside shot off the rim, rebounded by Cedar Ridge. And it's off Cedar Ridge, number 23, and that's Aileen Smith, so the Bears will have it. No score, first period, 6:45 to go.
There you see the press by Cedar Ridge.
And we're going to have a foul Cheryl Barella for East Brunswick was fouled. McAllen will inbound it to DiMartino. And Cedar Ridge playing a 3-2 zone. McAllen to DiMartino, into the corner to Barella. Barella loses it. And Carragets will bring it down for the Lady Cougars. Her shot, way short, saved by Cedar Ridge. Tracy Robinson saves it, but the Bears will control it. McAllen will bring it up. In the corner to DiMartino, back out to McAllen. Barella to McAllen. And here's DiMartino's shot. Yes, swish. So the Bears go on top 2-0.
And if East Brunswick is going to win tonight, they're going to need the shooting of Dale DiMartino, just like we saw.
Tracy Robinson on the drive. She pulls up. And she'll shot way out. That was Ruley. And put back in by number 14. That's Vargal.
No, I think it was Suzanne Carragets on that.
Okay. A lot of action under the boards. That was Kim Pryor putting it up, missing. Cedar Ridge coming down with the rebound. There's Tracy Robinson. She's the one they want with the ball.
Tracy hasn't had an opportunity to take a shot tonight. The Bears are just collapsing on her.
Here she goes from the outside, and she hits. High score at 2.
So just give her a little bit of room.
4:50 to go in the first period. East Brunswick 2, Cedar Ridge 2. They're pressing. McAllen gets it away to DiMartino. She loses the handle and grabs it back, and we're going to have a travel called against her. DiMartino and Carragets both went after the ball, but a travel was called. Ruley will bring it up for Cedar Ridge. She drives, drops it off to Carragets. Ruley to Robinson. Almost stolen by DiMartino. Robinson, she's pressed every time she touches that ball. Ruley will shoot from the foul line. She's short. And another fine save by Robinson, but right back to East Brunswick. That was to Kim Pryor. She gives it to DiMartino.
All right, you see Gail bringing the ball up. Of course, she's a fine, fine athlete, one of the best to play for East Brunswick. Played field hockey in the fall. She will don a softball uniform in the spring. And there she shoots.
Yes. So I believe she's got both of East Brunswick's baskets. And the Bears are up 4-2. Cedar Ridge having trouble getting the ball inbounds. Kim Harden pressuring. This is Tracy Robinson now driving. And she has to hold up. Fine defense by Gail DiMartino. And Ruley will take over now, try to set the offense up. That was shot by Carragets, short. But Cedar Ridge will keep it under their boards. Ruley will inbound it to Tracy Robinson, and she hits. They're tied at 4.
She really does have a fine touch, doesn't she, Josh?
She really does. I'm impressed. 3:26 to go, first period. Tied at 4. McAllen, no call there. A little play acting by Robinson of Cedar Ridge. McAllen rather. Kim Pryor, the shot. And we're going to have a foul called against Kim Harden for the Bears.
Well, Kim trying to get position underneath the boards. A little pushing out. I think the girls were a little uptight toward the beginning of the game. Now they're starting to loosen up.
Ruley setting up the plays for Cedar Ridge. Inside to Robinson. No good. DiMartino takes it down. She's got 2-on-1 break. Distance block. McAllen's shot is blocked, but DiMartino comes up with it. To McAllen. Inside, that's Pryor. Shot, too long. Barella tries to rebound, and it'll go out on her hand. All right, Carrigates and Rulli will bring it up for the Cougars. We're tied. No, I'm sorry. Cedar Ridge is in front, 6-4. 2:25 to go in the first period. Here's Rulli. She tries to put it up. Blocked by DiMartino. And a bad pass by Kim Harden. Cedar Ridge will keep it on the turnover.
I should mention that the coaches for the respective teams are both veterans. Sal Picarillo for East Brunswick. He's been, I think, in his 11th season. And Frank Marchese has been for about 5 years the Cedar Ridge coach, but he's been an advocate and a longtime coach of Cedar Ridge athletics for a long time.
All right, we have a travel on Robinson, and so the Bears will take it on their sideline. Gina Yalagan comes in for Cedar Ridge, and Danielle Salamini for the Bears. So Coach Picarillo making some substitutions here. So Salamini over to DiMartino, off the rim, and a nice play by DiMartino. Stops the fast break, and East Brunswick controls. That's Barella with the ball. She'll take the jumper and hits. We're tied at 6. 1:26 to go, first period. Robinson being pressured by Kim Harden. This is Carrigates rather. She comes down, fouled by DiMartino though.
So Gail picks up her first foul. And the rules are the same as in boys. 1-on-1 when we get to the 5th foul.
That's Yalagan inside to Robinson, and a foul's called. Looked like a travel there on Tracy Robinson.
Well, I think she did a good job of holding her pivot foot just before she took the shot, and that was what allowed the foul.
Foul on Barella. And Tracy Robinson will go to the line.
She has 2 shots.
She can break the tie, and she does. All net on that shot. And so the Cougars are in front, 7-6. Her second shot now. And she misses. Kim Harden with the rebound to Barella. DiMartino. Salamini. To Barella in the corner. Inside. Nice pass to Pryor. Not able to convert, though.
Kim should have used the board on that one.
And Carrigates will bring it up for the Cougars. To Yalagan. Looking for Robinson. She gives it back to Yalagan. Inside to Carrigates, but it's stolen by Barella. We're down to 33 seconds, first period. Cedar Ridge by 1, 7-6. There's Barella all alone. Nice jumper, just short. 25 seconds to go. The Bears will have it under their basket. DiMartino. Salamini, Barella, DiMartino outside, off the rim. 15 seconds. This is Yalagan on the drive, misses. Follow up, no good, too hard. And Bard Vargel finally puts it in for the Cougars. 9-6, they're in the lead. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the end of the first period here. Cedar Ridge in front, 9-6.
Okay, slow moving to begin with, but the teams became very, very comfortable, and now with Cedar Ridge with a 9-6 lead. A couple things, John, are very evident to me. The girls show a lot of good quality form when they're out there on the court. They seem to know what they're doing very well. Sometimes they're a little aggressive and the turnovers come a lot, but by and large, I think both teams are faring very well.
Yeah, I'd like to pick up on that, Jimmy. One thing that impresses me about the girls, and it seems to be true in most sports that they become involved in, and that is they're well schooled in the fundamentals. They know how to dribble, they know how to shoot. I'm very impressed with Barella's jump shot. She holds the ball nice and high, nice follow through. As you see Sal Picarillo talking over some strategy with the team.
Right.
But so far the action's been good. It's been crisp. You've got to be impressed with Tracy Robinson from Cedar Ridge. and Gail DiMartino for the Bears.
Right. I think the natural athletes are going to really shine in a situation like this. Tracy has a lot of height. I think she's listed as about 5'6". She might even go higher than that. But this gal, she's something else. As a cross-country runner, I think she finished second in the county. And then you go to a winter sport like this, which is not so unusual, but then to become a sprinter and a long jump champion is just so different.
Yeah.
And I think that's a tribute to her athletic ability. And Gail, by the same token, being field hockey and cross-country, field hockey and softball and basketball.
Okay, we started the second period here. Cedar Ridge in front, 9-6. This is Ulegan with the ball. Inside to Smith. Tracy Robinson now with the shot. Forces it up, and Kim Harden, and it's stolen by Smith. I'm sorry, stolen by Vargel.
Right.
And she's fouled.
No, actually, she's charged with the foul, John.
Okay.
She tried to put up another shot, and in her aggressiveness, fouled Harden. So East Brunswick,
East Brunswick has it. This is Salamini. She'll throw it into DiMartino. Being pressed, but she'll get the ball up court.
By herself.
Salamini now. To DiMartino to Pryor. Cross court. Here's Barella looking for a shot. Has none. Salamini, DiMartino.
Good passing by the Bears.
Nice move inside. Can't put it up. Second shot. Off again. Harden. Yes. Kim Harden with the follow-up. So the Bears are down by 1. They trail 9-8. They're pressing. Robinson gets the ball up. This is Smith. Backcourt. Smith threw it back to...
Okay, the Bears have a chance to go ahead now.
Go Bears!
DiMartino now for the Bears. Looking to set something up, get some offense here.
Right. Not too often do you see a girls team playing a man-to-man. I didn't mean that as a pun, by the way. It's just that you don't expect the outside shooting
Barella with the jump shot.
to be as proficient with the girls as the boys, so the girls teams are just daring each other to just shoot from the outside.
Bears on top, 10-9. Cedar Ridge having trouble getting the ball up court. They finally do. And Ulegan will try to get something going.
Nice pass.
Nice pass inside to Smith, but she traveled. And so another turnover by the Cougars.
Couldn't handle the pass. It was a nice one.
Salamini trying to get it in. She was looking for DiMartino, and Carragets will get the basket on the turnover. That pressure seems to be bothering East Brunswick a little bit. Salamini gets it up. There's Varden. Back in, nice give and go, but she traveled. Kim Harden on a nice pass to Salamini, but Salamini traveled.
You saw Suzanne Carragets inbounding the ball there for Cedar Ridge. I think after to mention she's a quality soccer player for the Cougars, and if we remember, Cedar Ridge gave East Brunswick State Championship girls team one of their toughest games this year.
Barella, another turnover with the steal. She's driving, stops. Looking for DiMartino, who will turn and shoot, no good.
Nice pass by Carragets.
Tracy Robinson, all the way, off the glass, yes. Cedar Ridge now, it's 13-10. 5:10 to go in the second period. Harden having some difficulty inside, finally gets it up, and she was fouled. Ruley comes in for Ulegan for Cedar Ridge as Kim Harden goes to the line. She misses her first of 2. Cedar Ridge in front, 13-10. Harden can bring the Bears within a basket and misses both shots. And she missed the rim, so the ball will be inbounded from the side. Shot is blocked. DiMartino on the drive. Can't get it up. And Cedar Ridge with the rebound. Down court is Vargo all by herself. She can't convert. And Cedar Ridge will keep the ball.
I got to tell you, this must be a tough game to officiate. Sometimes the girls are going at the ball, all together, and the official has to be on top of the play every time.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm having a little trouble keeping up with the action. It's quick. And we're going to have a foul call against East Brunswick. And that's on Kim Pryor. So the Cougars still lead by 3, 13-10, with 4:36 to go before half.
Right. That's the 4th team foul against East Brunswick, so even though it's a two-shot situation, they'll be going into the 1-on-1 next time.
And Tracy Robinson misses the first of 2. Nice form and a swoosh.
Well, that's what you find in the good athletes, John. They always have the good form because they work out on the technique. That's why they're good in other sports. They know what it is to practice and practice long and hard. And no matter whatever sport they go after, they do well.
Cedar Ridge by 4 as Kim Harden misses, 14-10. We're down to 4:10 before half.
Cedar Ridge does an excellent job on the outlet pass.
Caragritz with a nice pass inside to Boyle, and she's fouled. And the foul is on Harden, I believe, Kim Harden.
Right, that's her second.
So Sharon Boyle, who recently entered the game, comes in to shoot, but East Brunswick will take a timeout first.
Well, Cedar Ridge looking to extend its lead now. They're up by 4 points, and certainly the Bears don't want to let this game get away, which is why Sal Piccarillo decided to take a timeout this time. Perhaps he's going to try a little bit different strategy. You also see on the screen there, that's assistant coach Debbie Hanna, former Bear player back in the late 70s, went on to play at Payne College, and has since returned. And she is Sal's top assistant.
Okay, 14-10, the Bears trail by 4 with 4:04 to go here in the second period. And Cedar Ridge is starting to dominate on the boards.
Right.
Tracy Robinson has been effective. And as you mentioned, Jim, they're getting that outlet pass and getting the ball up court quick.
Right, they get that advantage on the fast break. And even if they miss the shot, it seems like they're taller people there. And in particular, I think Barbara Varga has been pretty good off the boards tonight.
All right, this will be Sharon Boyle. She'll be shooting 2 for Cedar Ridge. And she hits the front of the rim. Second shot now. Cedar Ridge up by 4. And she hits. 15-10 now, Cedar Ridge. As the Cougars continue to press the Bears up court, Kim Harden looking inside to Pryor, and Tracy Robinson with a fine defensive play.
Right, she anticipated very well on that one.
Gilligan's back in for Cedar Ridge as she brings it up to Caragritz. Looking for Robinson. There she is, but she's way out. Nice pass inside to Caragritz, and she makes it.
Great pass. Good
17-10, Cedar Ridge. 3:25 to go in the second period. DiMartino passes it off to Salamini. There's Harden underneath. Doesn't take the shot, throws it back out to DiMartino.
And the problem with East Brunswick right now is Gail DiMartino is the only one that wants to shoot.
There's Salamini with the shot. Yes. 17-12 now. Bears down by 5.
And that basket was needed.
This is Yulagan, and a nice defensive play by Salamini. Boyle will throw it in for the Cougars. Right underneath the Carragritz. She misses. Pryor with the rebound. Salamini to DiMartino, and they get it up court. East Brunswick looking to set something up. There's McAllen. Oh, in and out. And Cedar Ridge with the rebound again. Tracy Robinson trying to drive, but has to pull up short. Yulagan now has to get rid of the ball. She does to Carragritz.
The thing I see about Cedar Ridge is the girls are constantly moving, getting themselves open.
Inside to Robinson.
Oh, Tracy
Turnaround jumper, she hits. 19-12 Cedar Ridge with 2 minutes to go here in the second period. And you're right, Jim, the Bears need to move. They need to find that open person.
Well, you see, all right, Gail takes the shot.
Nice shot.
And she makes it off a lot of them, but that's not a high percentage shot for the Bears. And you're not going to win the game by trying that all night.
And Cedar Ridge gets it up court rather quickly, and the Bears have to get back on defense. 1:33 to go before half. Carragritz inside, nice pass to Boyle, all by herself.
Excellent.
21-14 now, the Cougars, by 7. And the ball goes out. East Brunswick will maintain possession. 1:17 to go before half. Pryor sits down and Cheryl Barella comes back in. Salamini just off the iron. And Vargel with the rebound for Cedar Ridge. They're controlling the defensive and offensive boards this second period, and it's showing in the score. Yulagan to Robinson, 49 seconds. Cedar Ridge by 7, 21-14. Here's Yulagan with the shot from the key, and she hits.
Boy, it seems like she just threw it up.
23-14. East Brunswick's got to do something to get back in this game. Kim Harden looking. This is McAllen from the outside, just misses. Robinson with the rebound. And the outlet pass to Carragritz. Down to 22 seconds.
They could be looking for one shot here.
Leg into Carragritz.
Spread it out.
Oh, she never looked. Thought Robinson was there.
Well, what happens is, you know, when you play together so much, you sort of get familiar, and I think Gina was thinking that Tracy was going to be in that spot. She moved out on it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And it will go to East Brunswick. 23-14, 7 seconds to go before half. Salamini throws it off Carragritz's legs. Looking for some breathing room, and Carragritz knocks it out. Good defense by Cedar Ridge. Clock will not start until another player touches the ball. 7 seconds before half here. East Brunswick needs a basket. Salamini off. Robinson with the rebound. Carragritz, 2 seconds, 1, and that'll end the half. So at halftime here in East Brunswick, it's East Brunswick 14, Cedar Ridge 23. And Jim, I think really the second period was the time that this game changed, the complexion of the game. Cedar Ridge kind of took over the boards, both offensively and defensively, with Tracy Robinson a big factor at both ends of the court.
Well, I think Frank Marchese, the Cedar Ridge coach, has to be breathing a little sigh of relief because the Cougars started out 3-0 and lost their last 3 games, and he described the loss to Woodbridge, which we mentioned on top, as the worst defeat, or the most embarrassing defeat that his team has ever suffered in his 4 years. And but I think they have made the necessary adjustments. They're pushing the ball up a lot better. looking for that open person and finding them. And I think that's led to a lot of points for Cedar Ridge. So they're doing well. And as far as East Brunswick is concerned, it has to be more than Gail DiMartino. She's the one that seems to be wanting to shoot the ball.
Right.
The other girls are getting open, but yet they're not getting the shot in. So they're going to have to make more of the shots, and I think there has to be some more movement by the girls to get those open close-in shots.
All right, we'll see what Sal Picarillo comes up with for the second half, and we'll be bringing you that second half in just a minute. All right, as we get ready for the second half action here at East Brunswick and Cedar Ridge, Jim, I know you have some scoring highlights.
Right, okay. For East Brunswick, Gail DiMartino, not surprisingly, leads with 6 points. Cheryl Barella has 2 buckets for 4. Danielle Salamini has 2, and Kim Harden has 2 for Cedar Ridge, who will be inbounding the ball. You see there, Tracy Robinson has 10, Suzanne Karagitz has 6, Sharon Boyle 3, Barbara Varga has 2, and Gina Yalagan has 2 also.
All right, Cedar Ridge unable to convert here as we start the second half. They lead 23-14. And this is DiMartino over to McAllen. And East Brunswick comes out in their set offense again, looking for an opening. Barella now with the ball to McAllen to DiMartino.
Playing a little more deliberate.
And it's stolen by Karagitz, who's playing a great defensive game. In with the layup, and it's in and out. Struggle under the boards, and Karagitz comes away with it.
Thought he might have a jump ball there, but official did not make the call.
I was looking for a whistle myself. Here's Tracy Robinson. She makes it, and we have an injury, and I think that's Gail DiMartino down.
Didn't see that. Okay.
I don't know if someone hit her with a knee or stepped on her foot.
It could have been that.
She was covering Tracy Robinson, and Robinson made a move to the inside. So they may have banged one another there. Anyway, the Bears will have it. It's 25-14 now, Cedar Ridge. Down to DiMartino. She appears to be all right. McAllen with the shot. Yes.
Which?
25-16. And East Brunswick's got to take some chances here, Jim, to get back in this.
If it means fouling a couple people, or so be it.
Robinson on the drive and uses the glass.
Tracy's looking very comfortable out there.
She is an impressive player. Pass to Barella. Cross to DiMartino, and she takes the shot.
All right, that's the shot for East Brunswick, but it doesn't fall.
And we're going to have a jump, and that'll go to Cedar Ridge.
Now, it goes to East Brunswick. What happened, John, is that on the inbounds there, to begin the second half, that counts as a possession for Cedar Ridge, so East Brunswick got the next possession.
My mistake there? Good point.
We saw that last night, the other night against St. Joseph's in the East Brunswick boys game. Same situation.
Well, East Brunswick has a turnover here, and they can ill afford turnovers at this point. They trail 27-16. Third period action here at East Brunswick. And this is an important game for both teams. This is Vargal, and she's stuffed by Pryor. Rebound. Ball floating around, and McAllen comes down with it. McAllen for DiMartino. And the ball stolen. That's Vargal. And we're going to have a foul. The foul is on McAllen.
Put Kathy reaching in there.
Robinson.
Well, we have a chance. We can mention some of the performances by other of the winter sports teams. Of course, the Bears boys basketball team made it 5-1 with the St. Joe's victory the other night.
That's Barb Varga on the rebound off Tracy Robinson's shot. Salamini, they're really pressuring East Brunswick.
And the Cougars are starting to pull away now.
It's 29-16 Cedar Ridge. Inside to Barella, and she misses on the turnaround.
And that's one of the few times that East Brunswick has been successful in penetrating that zone Cedar Ridge has thrown up. They've done a really good job of just denying East Brunswick all night.
Martino to McAllen from the outside, yes.
And Kathy hits her second of this third quarter.
29-18 now, the Bears down by 11.
And while we were covering the St. Joseph's basketball game the other night, the East Brunswick wrestling team won its first two dual meets of the season by knocking off first Ridge. Very impressive victory. Ridge was one of the top teams in the state of New Jersey last year, and one of the better wrestling teams this year. And then that evening, they went over to Piscataway and beat the Chiefs. So the Bears are off their 2-0 record, wrestling-wise.
And we'll be covering two of their meets this year. Nice play by Robinson inside.
Get back, Bears!
Smith couldn't convert on the pass from Robinson, but nonetheless, it was a pretty play. So East Brunswick will have it. They trail by 11, 29-18, third period, 4:20 to go.
Whoops, I think we got away with a backcourt on that
Yeah, here's DiMartino, and she dishes off the ball to Harden, and she really should have taken the shot, I thought.
Yeah, Kim should have taken that shot.
Looks like East Brunswick's getting a little too fancy with that ball handling.
Well, Kim is, you could see she's going to be a good player, but she's only a sophomore, and I think that's a problem for her. She really needs a little more experience. Seems a little bit lost on some possessions.
Cedar Ridge moving that ball around.
Right, playing with a lot of confidence.
Boyle misses the shot, but here's DiMartino. She's going to take it all the way, uses the glass, no good. Harden in for the rebound, and we'll have a jump, and this one will go to Cedar Ridge. I think we need to see the Lady Bears become a little more aggressive here, Jim, particularly on the defensive boards. They've got the position, and they match up well with Cedar Ridge. Carragrit's bringing it down. This is Ruley. Robinson inside, forces one up, out of bounds on Cedar Ridge, so East Brunswick will have it. 29-18.
One of the taller people for East Brunswick, Kim Pryor, is on the bench, and I really do think that East Brunswick needs some rebounding at this point.
Here's Barella with the shot, and she throws it over the rim, and Cedar Ridge will take over. 3:20 to go, third period.
East Brunswick calls off the press. I'm not quite sure why, because none of the players are in any sort of foul trouble. Kim Harden has 2 fouls, but Kim Pryor has 1.
We're going to have a foul on Kim Harden against Tracy Robinson.
All right, so now she picks up her 3rd. Or maybe Kim Pryor will be coming in very shortly. But Kathy McAllen has 1, Cheryl Barella has 1, and Gail DiMartino has the single foul.
All right, Robinson will go to the line. She'll shoot 2 for the Lady Cougars. And she hits. It's 30-18 now. Cedar Ridge by 12. And this is their biggest lead of the evening. And Robinson will try to add to that lead. And she's unable to do it. The rebound. And Barella pulls it down for the Bears. East Brunswick in the green, Cedar Ridge in the yellow. Kim Harden inside. This is McAllen, and McAllen's hot this half for the Bears. 30-20.
She has all 6 points for the Bears this quarter.
East Brunswick down by 10. They need to rally. Here's Carragritz. She misses. McAllen with the rebound. And the Lady Bears on the move. There's DiMartino, and she holds up.
There's Kathy looking for the shot.
And it's stolen by Carragritz. Great defensive play. She's going to go and makes the layup.
That's a big swing, John.
Here we have a fast break. Barella all by herself. Yes. And so they trade baskets. Cedar Ridge by 10, 32-22, with 1:52 to go here in the first period, third period rather. Robinson to Ruley. And Robinson will take the shot. She's off. Caragritz with the follow-up again. And still unable to hit. And Salamini comes down with the rebound. So we're down to 1:30, third period action.
No second and third chances for Cedar Ridge is what is hurting East Brunswick.
Bears trailing by 10, 32-22. Salamini, that ball was tipped. There's Caragritz. She's going to take the shot. Comes all the way down. Rebound. Robinson, no good. Varga, yes. You're right, Jim. 2 and 3 shots each time for Cedar Ridge. 34-22. And we're going to have a foul against Boyle. 54 seconds to go in the third period. Cedar Ridge by 12. And Yalagan will come in for Ruley. And East Brunswick will have the ball. McGowan will throw it in.
Neither team substituting a lot tonight. They seem to go with a basic 6 or 7 players.
Salamini looking for someone. Kim Hart now in the corner to DiMartino.
East Brunswick being denied a shot.
And this is going to be a turnover.
And this is often the case. Turnover results. A rather frustrating evening so far for the Lady Bears.
Well, they really haven't been beaten as much as they're beating themselves with turnovers and really a lack of aggressiveness. And Cedar Ridge has come in here and has played very aggressive ball, has moved the ball quite well, as you can see, and has hit the open man, and we're going to have a foul here against Barella.
Well, I don't think there was any doubt about that one, but that's the type of thing that East Brunswick has to be doing now, anticipating some of the passes that the Cedar Ridge Cougars are going to make and try to make a steal.
We're down to 8 seconds. Cedar Ridge by 12, 34-22. Tracy Robinson misses. 2 seconds. Varga misses. Robinson, and they're going to count it at the buzzer.
And that's like putting a knife in the gut and turning it a little bit, because that really just put the topper on this game so far. It gives the Cougars a 14-point lead. And really no scoring to speak of for East Brunswick the third quarter, except for Kathy McGowan hitting 3 long-range buckets. Cheryl Barella chipped in with another long-range shot, but Bears did not get one close-in basket. And I think that's the story so far.
Well, Jim, you know, the interesting thing is that East Brunswick has never had the lead in this game. And so they've played catch-up. And they trail here at the end of 3 periods, 36-22. So they're going to have to do a lot of different things this last period to get back in this game. They're going to have to take some chances, and they're going to have to give up some of those fouls.
Well, there's only 22 points on the board for the Bears. One thing I should mention, who we see on the screen there is not Debbie Hanna, and I'm not talking about the gray-haired person. I'm talking about that attractive young lady right there. Pat Peters is her name, and she coached at Dag Hammarskjöld, I believe, last year, and now she's the JV coach this year. Debbie Hanna, I understand, is living in Florida.
Yes. So my sources tell me that Debbie is living down there with former Coach Brooks, who was a coach here in East Brunswick system, and both of them are living in Florida, so that is not Debbie Hanna. And we'll forgive you for this one, Jim.
Only mistake I've ever made in my life.
I know, that's why I'm going light on you. And since we don't have Phil here to jump in, I'll let you go tonight.
Okay.
Okay, the Bears trailing by 14 as we enter the final period. DiMartino unable to connect. And Varga with the rebound. And Varga's played a great game for Cedar Ridge. Here's Boyle. Nice play by Salamini. Stopping the hook shot by Boyle.
Is that what that was? I think she was looking to pass off to somebody that behind her, and there was nobody there.
Well, I'll give Salamini the benefit of the doubt and say she blocked a nice hook shot there.
Okay. And Kim Horton gets a rebound, puts it up. That's one of the few times the Bears got the rebound.
DiMartino, a little bit too much mustard on it. McAllen short. And that's the first time East Brunswick's had about 3 shots, even though they could not convert.
Don't let it shoot.
There's Robinson, missing. Varga, again, another rebound.
Well, we haven't kept rebounding statistics, but she's got to be the leader for the Cougars.
There's Karagritz. And a steal by DiMartino. Behind the back movement, but Karagritz comes back on defense quite well, and DiMartino is unable to capitalize on that steal. Salamini.
Kathy is good from that range right there.
Well, they're going to have to start taking those shots. That's all that they have open.
And she elects not to take it.
Salamini. Here's DiMartino from outside. Varga with another rebound. And that ball's going to be out of bounds. Nice try by Yelegan.
Credit that miscue by Kim Harden, getting her hand in there and forcing the errant pass.
You know, we should mention that, and you did mention, Jim, that Kim Harden is a sophomore, and I watched her when she was in 8th grade. And she's going to develop for this Bear team. I think, as you say, she needs a little more experience, a little more confidence to be playing, you know, at this level. But she has the ball now, and nice baseline move, just unable to get the right angle.
Right, and she wanted the ball that time, and I think that's the type of attitude she has to take. She has to get in there and, you know, get aggressive with the ball.
She can be good. I've seen her get hot and play a fine game at both ends.
Right.
She's capable of doing it.
Oh, maybe, you know, this is varsity action, and she may feel a little that she doesn't belong on the court, but that's certainly not the case.
Well, she's called for the foul, but it was an aggressive foul. She was going in to stop that layup.
Okay, and that's her 4th foul.
36-22, the Cougars by 14 still. We're in the 4th period, and we have 5:55 to go. This is Karagritz at the line. She'll shoot 2. She misses the first. And she misses the second. Salamini with the rebound. She can't control it. And she steals it away. There's DiMartino underneath. Nice move with the layup. 36-24. Let's see if East Brunswick can get back in this. There's Robinson. She forces one up, and boy, that looked like she was on the ball on that one, Jim.
Well, it's very difficult to call from our vantage point. Apparently that Kim got a little bit of the body in.
Danielle Salamini with the foul. And Tracy Robinson will go to the line. And she makes it 37-24 to the Cougars.
And that's 18 points for Tracy Robinson, leading scorer for Cedar Ridge.
Let's go, Bears!
And she misses the second. Kim Harden with the rebound. Stolen by Karagritz. The ball is out on Varga. Or is it? No, they've called Cedar Ridge ball. I thought she was last to touch it.
So the Cougars get the ball again. So as we can see, there's a little contact in the girls' game.
Okay, we had a little sneaker problem there. Underneath to Robinson. And a turnover, so East Brunswick trailing by 13. Have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. McAllen. DiMartino will take the shot from the outside. Can't connect. That's McAllen with the rebound. DiMartino once again. She makes it this time off the glass. 37-26.
Good bank shot by Gail. That gives her 10 points for the evening.
This is Rulli to Varga, standing all alone underneath. Can't convert as Pryor got in her face. Here's Rulli.
Good passing by the Cougars. We're going to move the ball around.
Karagritz to Varga.
And they really don't have to take any shots.
Rulli, she'll put it up maybe. She's been known to shoot it from there. And we're going to have a foul on McAllen. .4:34 to go in the final period. East Brunswick trails by 11, 37-26. And Kim Pryor takes a breather. And Cheryl Barella will come in now for the Bears. Barella misses the free throw. Karagritz puts it up on the rebound. There's McAllen. DiMartino shoots it from the outside and hits. Nice fake there.
Really good shot by Gail.
39-28.
If nothing else, I think we're seeing a good display of Gail DiMartino's athletic ability.
There's a steal by Barella. Basket here could put East Brunswick within 7. DiMartino can't make it. Karagritz.
Watch her.
I'm sorry, I got carried away myself here. They trail by 11. A basket would have put them within 9. It's 39-28, Cedar Ridge. 3:39 to go in the game. Here's McAllen. Yes. She's had the hot hand.
She has a hot hand, and I think she's given the opportunity. She should take more shots.
East Brunswick's down by 9. 39-30. They need to take that ball away here. Lady Bears trying to mount a comeback. Karagritz, they got him up with the steal. DiMartino to Hard, nice pass. Layup, yes. 39-32 and timeout. Cedar Ridge. So they cut a 14-point deficit to 7.
And it was more. I think it was a 14-point lead or 13-point lead, not more than a couple seconds ago.
14 points.
14
Cedar Ridge.
points. So they've cut that lead in half. And in about a minute. So this game is not lost by any stretch of the imagination. I think the Bears are getting some renewed confidence. And what they need to do at this point is go for the steal and play that aggressive defense that they've been playing this fourth quarter, certainly. Kathy McAllen has the hot hand. She ought to continue shooting. Gail seems to have regained her touch. She's got 12 points now. And just play that tough game. I think Cedar Ridge is a little shook at this point.
And Kim Harden has played an important role the last minute or so, both at the offensive and defensive ends of the court. And some key rebounds here, and the turnover, as you said, Jim. And East Brunswick could be right back into this. 39-32 with 3:07 to go.
I'll have to say, John, I was writing this game off. I really was. So let's watch the action. Cedar Ridge is going to try to inbounds. East Brunswick, of course, is going to do the press.
All right. Harden will be on Karagritz. There you see the press. Woolley trying to get it up for the Cougars, and she does. Almost a steal there by DiMartino. Inside to Robinson. Varga, big basket for Cedar Ridge. 41-32.
Good patience by the Cougars that time.
DiMartino misses. Harden, and the ball's knocked out of her hands, so East Brunswick will retain control. Salamini, McAllen, DiMartino, she's going to put it up from the outside. Can't make it. Harden has the rebound, follows up, yes.
Very nice by Kim.
41-34 now.
She's a different player this quarter.
Seven-point lead for the Cougars. A steal, DiMartino. The Bears are coming down, 2:09 to go.
Here we go.
DiMartino, Salamini inside to Harden. Oh, and she throws it away.
Well, Kim was leaning towards the outbounds.
And we have a foul by McAllen. .157 to go in the game. Cedar Ridge 41, East Brunswick 34.
Yeah, under the circumstances, a good foul to take. Kathy McAllen, that's her third foul. Kim Harden has 4 fouls, so she has to watch herself. But all the rest of the Bears are in relatively good foul shape.
And Cedar Ridge calls a timeout. Well, this is it, Jim. If you got anything that you've been hiding, I mean, Coach Piccirillo, now's the time to let it go.
I don't think he's been hiding anything. I think he's been trying to do as well as possible. And I think he's not really setting up any plays here as you're watching on your screen. Just really trying to implore his team on, just tell them to just stay as aggressive as they have, look for the good shot, but get it off nonetheless. The Bears don't have any time to waste. And you saw Gail DiMartino on that steal up there. That's the type of aggressiveness that the Bears have to display.
I think one thing we should keep in mind, too, is this is a relatively young Lady Bears team. And, you know, there are a number of players who are getting some playing time, and that's going to help them in the future.
You're right. Well, Gail DiMartino's a senior, and Cheryl Barella, I think she's a senior, and Kathy McGowan's a senior, but Kim Pryor is a junior, and Kim Harden's a sophomore. We haven't seen Debbie Levine tonight, but she's seen a lot of playing time. She's a sophomore, and I think Danielle Salamini is a junior.
So a good nucleus there for Sal Piccirillo's team. This is Carragutz, Suzanne Carragutz at the foul line. East Brunswick unable to get the rebound. Boyle is being pressured, and a turnover, and Salamini has it. She's going to drive. 2-on-1. Pass to McAllen. She pulls up. Oops. Almost a double dribble there.
I thought she got away with a double dribble.
DiMartino. Yes. 1:37 to go. 36-41. East Brunswick down by 5 now. A little push there by Robinson.
I thought she got away with a bit of an elbow on that one.
Cedar Ridge will inbound the ball. Nice steal by Harden. She's going to take it in for the layup. And fouled. Oh, but it couldn't make it.
Too bad. That could have been a three-point play there and would have made things really interesting.
Anyway, she'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul was on Ruley.
Still a good position for the Bears. Gives them an opportunity to put points on the board and stops the clock. Coach Piccirillo imploring him to just take the time.
41-36. 1:24 to go in the game. East Brunswick down by 5. Kim Harden has a chance to help cut that lead by the Cougars. Yes. 41-37. Big shot here, Jim.
Well, I think that one right there is great.
Off. Varga with another rebound. Stolen by Barella. She can't make the shot. Cedar Ridge comes out with the ball. 1:15 to go. Almost stolen by Harden. Inside the Varga, all by herself. Oh, and she just makes it. 43-37.
Or that lean just the right way or wrong way for an East Brunswick fan.
58 seconds. They've got to put the ball up. They can't hold it. McAllen. Barella with the jumper. Yes! 43-39. 47 seconds. They've got to steal the ball. And we have a foul is called on McAllen. Tough call.
It really was. Could have been called either way, but I'll tell you what. I saw each official call the hold on that, so there was no doubt in their minds.
43 seconds. The Bears down by 3. By 4, rather. 43-39. And Robinson at the line. The one person you don't want at the foul line at this point.
Well, she's 1, 2, 3 for 6.
And she makes it. Big basket. 44-39. This game has gotten exciting over the last 3 or 4 minutes. And Robinson hits the second. 45-39. The Bears down by 6 now. 41 seconds. They've got to put it up. McAllen to DiMartino. She takes the shot. She's off. No one there to rebound for the Bears. 32 seconds. Stolen by McAllen. She hits. Timeout, East Brunswick. And they get it. 45-39. 41 rather. 45-41. 26 seconds.
You're looking at two basket differential here. And as we saw right there on the inbounds, it doesn't take much to score a point, to score a basket. So the Bears really still have a chance. They have to get a steal here, work for the shot, and then get another steal. And I'm trying to find out how many timeouts are left for East Brunswick, but it's just not available. I think they've used 3 already and may have just 1 left.
All right, Sal Picarillo encouraging his players.
Okay, I've just been informed that each team has 2 timeouts remaining. So they can be still useful to each team.
And this has turned into quite a game. The Lady Bears down by 4, 45-41. 26 seconds to go. Waiting for Cedar Ridge to come out. Jimmy, regardless of the outcome, this was an exciting game.
Sure turned out to be a good one.
You said it would be close.
Well, not the way it's developed, though.
Carragrit's trying to get it in for Cedar Ridge to Robinson. 24 seconds.
And they'll have to foul her.
And they do. McAllen.
If it's Kathy, that's her 5th.
Oh, and they're calling a 2-shot foul on McAllen. And you're right.
Okay. So a nice game by Kathy McAllen. She really did a good job.
She had the hot hand. And a nice job as Kathy McAllen comes off the court.
She finishes with 10 points and 5 field goals, all in the second half.
Okay. They want to be sure that, in fact, Kathy McAllen has 5 fouls. This is Mary Kapp coming in for East Brunswick. The officials are right in front of us, and they're calling a 2-shot intentional foul.
So what happens if it's an intentional foul? For all practical purposes, is considered a technical foul.
Robinson hit. 46-41, 21 seconds. And she makes it. She's got nerves of steel, I'll tell you.
Nice for Tracy. She's 9 for 12 from the line tonight.
She didn't flinch on those 2 shots, Jim. Great athlete. 21 seconds. The Bears are down by 6, and Cedar Ridge will keep the ball. Which is steal by Salamini. She'll shoot it. Off the rim. Harden and Robinson, a jump ball. And it goes to Cedar Ridge.
So that's pretty much the ball game there.
47-41, 12 seconds. The Bears down by 6. And we're going to have another jump ball. Nice play by Salamini. Good heads-up play. And East Brunswick will get it now. 8 seconds. They're down by 6. They've got to shoot. Shot by Barella. She misses Harden. And that's the game. 47-41, Cedar Ridge.
I'll man up the points here, John. See if we can get those in before we go off.
Well, it was a good game, a rather close game up to the last few seconds when Tracy Robinson hit those 2 foul shots.
And you see the girls congratulating each other. It was a fine game for both teams. I think East Brunswick renewed a little of its confidence that it lost by playing to form in the 4th quarter. And I think that has to bode well a little for them as the season progresses. It brings the Bears' record now to an even 3-3, while Cedar Ridge moves to 4-3. And I think they have really turned it around for themselves, and I think that's the type of renewed confidence that they need to move on this season. They're going to have some tough games coming up. Just to wrap up the scoring, Tracy Robinson, as expected, was the leading scorer for Cedar Ridge. She finished with 22 points, and she had some 8 for 12. I said 9 for 12 from the foul line, but she was 8 for 12. Nonetheless, that's a fine average. Suzanne Karagats finished with 10 points, as did Barbara Varga, who also played a fine game off the boards for Cedar Ridge and was a major factor. Sharon Boyle had 3 points, and Gina Yalagan had 2. Gail DiMartino, 14 points, all field goals, 7 field goals. And then Kathy McAllen on her 10 points, all in the second half, was the second leading scorer. Kim Harden, who also came on in the second half, and she looks like she's going to be a good one, finished with 7. Cheryl Borello with 6, and Danielle Salamini chipped in with 2 points. So that's the scoring for this evening.
Jim, I think you hit it on the head. Cedar Ridge came out, and right from the opening tap, they were very aggressive. They moved the ball well. They hit those outlet passes to move up the court quickly and not allow East Brunswick to get on defense. And East Brunswick looked a little sluggish. It wasn't until Kathy McAllen came to life and really sparked them, and it was the last quarter that we saw the East Brunswick team that we thought we'd see tonight, where they were moving the ball, taking the good shots, and playing that tough defense.
Right, you make the good point about Kathy McAllen opening it up for East Brunswick, and that's the whole point. Gail DiMartino can't be the entire offense for East Brunswick. What the other players shooting and making shots enables the team to do is to spread its offense out. You saw Kim Harden have a much improved game in the fourth quarter. That too was a result of the offense being spread out. Cedar Ridge was forced to do things and not lay back as it did before.
I do want to say this too, that the people out there really should come out and see the girls. They have an excellent team here, and there's some fine players. And it's exciting. We thought it would be close, and it was close, and it was a good brand of basketball, and I think one that would catch on here in East Brunswick.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the final once again, Cedar Ridge 47, East Brunswick 41 here at home. And so for Jimmy Allender, I'm John Migliaro saying thanks for being with us.